Hello everyone, this is Doug Jankowski with the Grizzled Geek, and this is the first in a series of videos called Star Wars The Old Republic Top 5. Today we're going to be looking at the top 5 quickest heroics for the Republic. First of all, no heroic moment. Second, no starting planets. Third, no stealth characters. Fourth, I'll be using a level 50 companion. And finally, the clock starts as soon as I click the quick travel button. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with these with the number 5 spot, Jungle Flight on Belsavis, coming in at 1 minute and 52 seconds. Now many of the heroics on this list are in open areas, so times will vary depending upon the activity in that area. For Jungle Flight, this could make the heroic vastly quicker if the 3 mobs you potentially have to fight have already been eliminated. Now times will vary dependent upon the class of character you're playing. Obviously, tanks and healers will take a little longer than your DPS will, but not terribly. These aren't difficult mobs, and we have our first one done. Now, coming in at number 4, on Khorasan is Republic's Most Wanted at 1 minute and 49 seconds. As this one is in its own instance, this time should be fairly constant. The only thing that's going to cause times to deviate is if you have some trouble with your rotation. The Republic does have some pretty good groups, planetary groups of heroics, but we'll find in our next video that the Empire actually has the quicker individual heroics. They've got some very, very fast ones. And easy as that, we're done with the number 3 on our list, or number 2 on our list, sorry. And coming in at number 3 then, on Tatooine, is Pirate Bullies. This one clocks in at 1 minute 46. This is largely in its own instance. It just has one group of mobs that you kind of have to avoid at the beginning, which if you accidentally snag those can slow you down slightly. Also, depending on what character you're playing, you may be able to avoid the stunning effect of the first mob you have to face inside the instance. If you can do that, you'll shave off a couple of seconds, but otherwise this should be a pretty constant time. And there we go, nice and quick. Defeat Pragan Hulk. And on to number 2. Now another, not necessarily a criteria, but something to keep in mind is all of these heroics were started at full health, so we'll go ahead and heal up real quick and head for our number 2, Enemies of the Republic on Khorasan. Now this one is half in its own instance, half not. It's a pretty busy heroic, so you have a good chance, I'd say probably 50-50, of not running into any mobs on your way to the instance. If you do, that will keep the time nice and low. If you do run into the mobs, they're not hard, but they will slow you down a little bit. And it looks like we lucked out, so we're going to be able to cruise straight to the instance. This heroic's going to have us face an elite and a strong in 2 different groups. There we are. And complete. Alright, and that finally brings us to our number 1 spot. This is Open Communications on Belsavis. This is in an open area, not terribly busy, so it's likely that you're going to have 2 mobs that you need to avoid, if possible. One of them is avoidable, the other one is not. You'll have to fight them. And then you'll have a group of strongs that populate when you click the objective. So you'll have 2, maybe 3 fights. If you avoid the first fight, then you're going to hit the fastest time. If you don't, then this will be significantly slower. There we are. And there you have the top 5 quickest heroics on the Republic side. At number 1, Open Communications. At number 2, Enemies of the Republic. At number 3, Pirate Bullies. Number 4, Republic's Most Wanted. And number 5, Jungle Flight. All of them less than 2 minutes long. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you could, please hit the like button, share this with your friends, and comment down below and let me know what you'd like to see done as a top 5 list, what you thought of this list, if you know some other heroics that are also very quick, if you have some tips for shaving off time on any of the heroics, that would be great to hear. Also, if you want to be kept up to date on future videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much for tuning in. This has been Doug Jankowski with the Grizzled Geek. Have a great evening.